What's going on, everyone? My name is Azarus. I guess we're joining Team Blue again, because right now we're going to be playing a mod called Blue. It fits perfectly. You know, I had my fun, I joined Team Red, but now, for at least this week, we're back to Blue. This is a mod that's on the official Incredibox game, so if you want to go play it, start it up. Before we get into some Blue, let's go ahead and check out some fan art. First one coming in from Banana. Coming in with a pretty cool sketch here, man. This is a pretty awesome representation. Now, I've had the honor of being in 2 mods of which I've covered before. This one was a pretty dope mod, and honestly, a fantastic recreation of that polo with the toaster. That's my weapon in this scenario here. In a zombie apocalypse, what am I selecting? Not the sword, not the katana, not the gun, the toaster. As you can see, it's pretty effective. I got some blood on the toaster itself and on my clothes as well. So I don't know. Clearly I'm doing well enough, right? But super dope sketch, man. We're going to be moving on to the second one coming in from Devi Mai. Oh my God. This one is absolute insanity. This one was a while ago. Yes, I know I'm going to be making a video of fan art, but holy crap, dude. Is this not absolutely incredible? This looks like literally a page out of like a manga or something, or a comic series. This is like the representation of me joining Red. A little bit different from this week's color range, but the detail to this is insane. Like I don't even have words. You absolutely killed it with this fan art. Love it. Crazy. But let's move on. Another one coming in from Turmeric Tunes. We got 2 coming in from Turmeric Tunes. First one, we got, oh my God, how cute. We got the different versions of Azarus as cats. That is perfect. Actually, there might be dogs. Whatever it is, fluffy. I would like to pet the kitty puppy. Got the different versions here. Just regular Azarus chilling on the right. We got little Azzy. And the corrupted Azarus, that is amazing too. I like how the corrupted one has like black spots around it as well. The classic blindfold. Got every detail right, man. This is amazing though, like the detail to it, the shading on it, impeccable. Accurate representation if all 3 Azaruses turned into kittens or puppies. Aw, so cute. Next one, Turmeric Tunes came in with another one. This is a recreation, a representation, a recreation of the thumbnail of the mod that your boy was in. To the right, you see the polo. First off, the recreations are crazy. We got 2 Azaruses, polo version on the right, the real one in the middle. Every single recreation of a thumbnail that you do is just like such a different kind of style, and I love it. It's absolutely amazing. The background on this actually goes really hard. Artemy on the left with the spores coming out. Oh my God, the detail is immaculate on that. Glisten on the glasses. Hello? This one is fantastic. All right, then the last one coming in from one Zik. Oh, we're getting back into it, I guess. Coming in with some Sprunky. Oh God, what a sight to see. Of course, you got the nice, peaceful, happy side on the left, got the corrupted side on the right. I mean, come on. That's the classic Sprunky feel. I mean, man, what a year. Dude, that whole year was like, after Sprunky came out, that was all Incredibox. It was just, you couldn't escape it. It was like, you look up Incredibox online, boom, Sprunky. That was a hell of a time. Really good recreation of it. Like, I think it's fitting too. It's me basically as one of the Sprunky characters too. What a finisher. I absolutely love it. So thank you so much for sharing your artwork. But let's get into some Blue. I'm feeling blue. Actually, I'm feeling quite the opposite of blue today. Let's look at the credits here. So taking a look, it is a Incredibox mod, Incredimod as they say, made by the Blocks Blur Studios, which is pretty cool name, I like that. Of course, coming in from the real Pummel. And of course, all the people who have worked on this mod. Super cool. I like how it's a whole team kind of working together with this. So it is fantastic seeing this, dude. Hell yeah, man. Let's get into some Blue. I mean, overall, it's in dark mode. This is the regular Incredibox feel. All the polo icons are blue. What did you expect? This mod is literally called Blue. But without further ado, let's make all the polos aligned, and then let's go over the first beat. Wow, that was actually really easy. So let's hear the first beat. See how it sounds. Alright, definitely more of a faster paced kind of beat. Kicks sound very nice, but it's leaning more towards a faster kind of rhythm here, which I am not opposed, of course. The polo itself, that's actually a really cool design. I actually really like that. I like the armor that he's wearing. We're going to be moving on to beat 2. I don't know if these are going to have some kind of similarities here. It looks like more mechanical, but I guess we'll see as we go. Let's hear a second beat. All right, we're getting the claps. Sounds great. The polo creation, but can tell that it's going to be a nice combination, nice beat clap kind of thing. I'm still seeing flies. The eyes on the Polos went kind of crazy on one of the claps, but a great start, honestly. The beats are nice. So let's move on to beat 3, the nice sunglasses. Also, I see some people saying that my voice is like ASMR. Maybe I can make a video of Azarus ASMR. Like do like the little, what do they do? Like to do the... Does that sound nice? Beat 3, let's hear it. Ooh, okay, I like the flow of that one. That one sounds really nice, really smooth. Those are like the hi-hats. Again, rocking a kind of cooler style. It's not very mechanical like that first Polo here, but I feel like that's going to switch up here as we go. Polo creations are nice. They actually are looking pretty clean, man, and I do like that. Let's move on to beat 4. I have no guesses, but... I love that buildup. Oh my god, that was fantastic. That's going to be a big part of the beat, I can already tell. So those are like actual claps. Like that literally sounds like people are clapping. That buildup at the end of the loop, man, I'm going to really like that. So let's finish it off here with beat number 5. I don't know, maybe this is going to go ham. As expected, dude. Oh my god, was I spot on? Basically somebody beatboxing, but damn did that sound nice. I'm really excited to put all the beats together, man, because I feel like they're gonna sound so good. Moving on to the effects now. Let's get that bass in here. Okay, we're getting a synth. Man, I feel like we haven't had a synth for a bass in a while. But damn, does that sound good. It fits a Polo well, dude. He's a robot. He's a complete cyborg. But I gotta admit, dude, that sounds pretty nice. Alright, let's move on to the second effect here. What? That sounds like a melody. That is a crazy effect. That one provides so much, dude. What? The Polo design and how it looks reminds me of Bonfire? Is that the mod name? It's been too long, man. Yeah, for an effect, that was really crazy. I gotta give it to him there. Let's move on to the third one here. Now we're getting some singing for an effect. I'm not gonna lie, these effects are kind of going crazy here. Usually, and even with the last mod that we covered, they don't have much by themselves, but when they put them in the mod, it sounds really good. These ones are providing quite a bit so far. All right, let's move on to effect 4 now. Holy crap, that woke me up. Why'd I wake over here? That sounded amazing. Dude, that was like a build-up. But, ooh, at the end, I can already tell you that I'm going to absolutely love that one. That one's going to be in the mix a lot. What is the basis of it? Is this like a futuristic kind of thing? All right, anyway, let's move on to the 5th one here. Usually this one's the build-up, so I'm curious. That was good. Good addition. That was amazing. You killed it with that. That's an effect? What is going on here? The computer system. That's another favorite. All right, dude. In the Polo creation, I mean, that's as mechanical as you can get. He's a computer. So, all right, we're moving on to the actual melodies here. These look like organs, so not human organs, like the instrument. Dude, every time I hear organs, they just remind me of like Halloween. It never fails. It sounded great, dude, but I'm like, ooh, we're getting spooky now. I mean, I guess we are kind of close to Halloween. It's July. Haven't heard an organ pull in a while, so that was a great addition. But let's move on to the angel. Kind of like that. Okay, that was nice. Yeah, the progression was very nice. Had some minor chords in there. I'm saying this like I know what I'm talking about. It looks like some kind of angel or something. I don't know. Kind of looks kind of scary. Just a tad. But all right, let's move on to the third melody. That is a visor. You got me there. Dude, that was incredible. By far my favorite melody here so far. That was so nice. The trumpet. There was like a tuba sound deep. That's going to be in the mix a lot, so get ready for that one. The look of it is very familiar. So I might have seen that pole design before, but I like the animation to it. I think the sound fits that animation very well. Let's move on to the fourth one here. Hey, dude, we're getting some strings in here. Getting all the instruments, every single one of them. Oh, we're just missing a piano now. Okay, again, that sounds very nice. That polo kind of reminds me of Colorbox Black, actually. I think there was a string polo in there. In fact, I was the string polo, so gotta love that. Moving on to the fifth one here. Arguably even better. That was actually insane. Was that another synth? A more smoother one of that. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay, that is a crazy lineup of melodies as well. But with that being said, even we're gonna moving on to the voices. I'm excited. I think we're gonna get some lyrics in here as well.
Running through the twilight, the city's alive, chasing the echoes where dreams collide. The night paints the streets in a shimmering hue. I'm lost in the rhythm, a dance with blue.
Oh my god, the singing was so nice. That was really good. The harmonization got me. They killed it with the first voice here. I'm guessing we're gonna get more lyrics here. Okay, let's move on. Second one here.
I'll be right here. I'll be waiting for you. Reading magazines. I'll be right here. I'll be waiting for you. Pretty face on the cover.
Oh, I like that. I like the glitchy part in the second loop. Dude, these are lining up to be some pretty crazy voices so far. I'm curious how that one's going to sound with everything else. That might be like a background kind of voice on top of another one. All right, next one. We got the fourth one here. Third one? Yeah, third one. So the scarf. He's cold. He's shivering. You saw the breath? Okay. First off, choir. Great. Everyone saw it, right? I think that polo is corrupted a bit. However, I do think that's because didn't Incredibox implement like the moving bodies or something like that? Like the bodies move now. Did that affect it somehow? Either way, dude. Crazy. So let's move on to, doesn't this one look like it's from Dystopia? Like the last voice?
I am a glitch in the system, unseen in the cup. Hidden between the lines, waiting for the right time. Hacking the script, compromising the data faces, cause the devil's in the details.
Dude, come on. That's awesome. That's a cool voice. That's, I don't know if I want to say my favorite, dude. I like that first voice, but this one with the deep undertone, oh, that was really good. The voice, man, the singing in here is great. All right, last one, we got the crystallized one. these are awesome. These polos are so fun. Like, I just love seeing the animation. The sound is so spot on. First off, spot on with that crystallization. Come on. No, that was a good guess. I see. I like how the crystals were like kind of splitting apart at the end of the loop. So we're gonna hear all the beats together, see how they sound, and try not to freak out. Oh my god, that was incredible. Whew. Hot. What a beat set, dude. That took me until the loop had to reset, and I had to refresh my beat scale because I'm like, wait, this sounds wild. And then I got the rhythm, and then I was like, the boom, the boom. Yeah, that's a good beat. Let's move on to the effects, dude. I'm actually excited to see these. I dare say that was like one of my favorite effects sections that I've covered. That was insane. Genuinely made me feel happiness just listening to it. I was like, this fits all the boxes. That beat, was this? Yeah, that one. Holy crap, is that guy amazing. All right, let's move on to the melodies. That was great. Okay, dude, I like those melodies. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be real here. I like the effects as a melody more than the melodies. Is that crazy? Melodies were fantastic. I like the organ. It actually kind of gives you a different kind of feel for a melody. I really do like the trumpet dude and this guy at the end. However, it's just waiting for me to put it in the mix and see how they sound all together. But let's move on to the voices and finish this thing up because I'm sure happy to make a mix. So let's go.
Running through the twilight, the city's alive. Chasing the echoes where dreams collide. At night paints the streets in a shimmering hue. I'm lost in the rhythm, but dance with blue. Running through the twilight, the city's alive. Chasing the echoes where dreams collide. At night paints the streets in a shimmering hue. I'm lost in the rhythm, but dance with blue. Running through the twilight, the city's alive. Chasing the echoes where dreams collide. At night paints the streets in a shimmering hue. I'm lost in the rhythm, but dance with blue.
Okay, I couldn't even hear the crystal dude, even though I really like him. First off, great volume because I can hear everything. The one with the deep voice, that's the harmonization in the first one too. Very nice. You kind of killed it with these beats. These are not beats. What the voices. I think Artemy made a video not too long ago about this mod. Is it worth it? It's worth it. On that note, dude, I am actually really excited to make a mix here. Let's get into it. Let's see how this sounds. Let's get a little blue. Let's go ahead and make ourselves a nice blue mix.
Cause the devil's in the details. I am a glitch in the system, a scene in the cup. In between the lines, waiting for the right time. I got a script, compromising the databases. Cause the devil's in the details. I'll be waiting for you.
Was that not incredible? I cannot begin to express how much I love this mod. Few shoutouts here. This beat drop one is one of the best beat drop polos I've heard. This guy right here should be a melody. He's an effect and he is one of the best. The trumpet one sounded fantastic. I didn't have these ones in a whole bunch. And of course, with the voices here, I like these two. This one and then the first one are definitely my favorites of them. So overall, I think Blue is definitely worth checking out. And it's on the official Incredibox Incredimods section. So if you want to check it out, you can go for it. But of course, I do want to know what you guys think about this mod, so definitely leave it down in the comments and let me know if you feel cold after listening to this mod, because I do. And of course, if you guys enjoyed, make sure you leave a like. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't. You want to see more Incredibox. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.